5:30, a judge will have to decide if a display featuring Nazi symbols on a man's property rises to the level of damages against those who can actually see it.
Well, our Dave McKinley returned to Chautauqua County today for this latest development in a story that he first reported on last summer that seems now to be heating up again.
8 months ago, we told you of an unneighborly dispute in the town of Hanover, which began over Jeff Martin's chickens getting into his next-door neighbor's yard and escalating when the neighbor, Todd Schilling, started putting up swastikas and other signs with language we can't put on TV on his fence, facing Martin's yard in full view of their young children. Now Schilling is being sued, but not by the Martins. It's some other lady.
That's one of their acquaintances.
A lawsuit by Catherine Kacher, who lives a mile or so from here, claims she is shocked, disturbed, and distressed on a daily basis by the affront to civility of this display. Anybody else suing you?
No.
Nor has anyone tried in the year or so since he put this stuff up.
Has she been living under a rock all these years? All of a sudden she drives by and sees that, and now she's smeared?
Local government officials have already weighed in on this. They say the signs, as they're presented now, do not violate any existing town ordinances and that they are protected as a form of free speech. But Kacher's Rochester-based lawyer told the newspaper there that while the government can't impede free speech, there's nothing from stopping a private individual from suing.
Anyone can file a frivolous lawsuit.
But that leaves you with having to spend money to defend yourself.
I understand that, but I can't cave in.
Todd, shouldn't you just take down the Nazi doodads?
Well, anything is possible.
But unlikely, he says, unless the Martins move this broken-down old truck from near his driveway, which he says they put there to harass him, and stop their attacks of him on social media, where he's been called, among other things, a Nazi.
I'm not a Nazi radical.
Do you see where people might think you are?
Yeah, but that's the social media conveyor belt won't stop.
Well, they don't need social media. They see a swastika.
Well, they're kind of stereotyping. I'm not associated with a group. I'm not trying to promote it.
You're not promoting it by putting a flag up there.
Well, I'm sure some people think that, but they also know there's a dispute going on out here.
One that shows no signs of cooling down.
You know what? My flags aren't appropriate. I'll admit that. But when someone tells me that I have to tear them down, we're pretty much in a dictatorship.
Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.